everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and take the hassle out of your hustle. And today is Happy Healthy Habits with Robin Shimizu and friends. So, without further ado, I just want to say a shout out to my co-host and producer, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva, and I'm Tara Lena from California Cover Ups. We're the Biz Chicks, and welcome to Happy Healthy Habits with Robin, Shimizu, and friends. Hi, Robin. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Francine in the background, and welcome everybody that's watching us live and on replay. I don't have a happy, healthy habit for you this morning, but I'm excited about our subject today. We have our guest, Linus Woods Mullins, who's been our guest many times in the past. And just let me introduce a little bit about her. And then if she wants to fill in after I finish, please, Linus, fill in the blank because I know I'm cutting this list short. So Linus is a holistic wellness expert for women over the age of 40. She's an author, a coach, a mentor. She has an e-magazine. And this is my description of Linus. I think Linus helps women in so many ways, and it's in all different avenues. So it's mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And I just really appreciate her expertise, and she just helps us so much. So welcome, Linus. And I guess we're going to be talking about affirmations and intentions today, which is awesome, given that it's already August 1st.
Can you welcome? Thank you. You know, in some ways, it seems like time has slowed down a little bit for me, which I'm glad because, as you know, I lost my dad earlier in May. And so I had to catch up with myself and everything. So now I kind of feel caught up. And what a great way to start August by talking with the Biz Chicks, who I love. So thank you so much for allowing me to come back and visit with you all. I'm looking at my medallion. Oh, it's driving me crazy. My OCD is kicking in. Okay. Hey, we all have something we gotta work on. Okay, I have this thing. Great. Now, I can see something in back of me right now, and I want to go, but no. Okay, I won't. But anyway, we're going to be talking about affirmations and intentions, and the difference between the two, because there's some similarities, definitely, but I like to look at them differently. And I want to talk about how they complement each other and how they can help you achieve your goals and objectives. First of all, intention is a mental state that represents a commitment to carrying out an action or actions in the future. Intention usually involves mental activities such as planning and forethought, whereas an affirmation is a declaration that something is true. Affirmations are definitely in the present tense. Now, both of them are positive, both are personal and specific, and both of them represent what you want to experience. Now, here's a definition, or here's an example of an intention. An intention might be, my intention is, you always start with, my intention is to be naturally joyful and positive. Or my intention is to gracefully experience loving friends. Or one of my intentions is, like for instance, I have an intention for today. My intention today is to complete my new class that I'm launching today. That's my intention for today. Now, affirmations are often in the form of I am statements. I am naturally joyful and positive. I am gracefully experiencing loving friends. Or I am going to finish my course with no technical problems or something like that. That's an affirmation. Now, the difference might be is that the intention usually is something that's in the future, and the affirmation is something that's going to give you the right mindset to achieve the thing that you're doing in the future. Now, affirmations are declarations that something is true, okay? An affirmation, in order for it to be effective, it has to be put in the present tense, and it should be positive. Affirmations are positive statements, and they can help you to overcome self-sabotaging thoughts, negative thoughts, lack thoughts. And when you repeat them often, and believe in them, you start making some positive changes. There are even self affirmations that can help you deal with stress. Now, there are some people who think that affirmations don't really work, but this is what I'm thinking. Affirmations can help you get out of that negative frame of mind, even if you're not thinking it. Feeling that way. Now, if you're someone who's severely depressed or has other psychological issues, then affirmations probably aren't going to work. I mean, you're going to need to get, some therapy, maybe even some kind of herbal medication to get you in the right frame of mind so that affirmations will be more successful. But if you're just, someone who is driven, who wants to set goals and achieve them, someone who wants to make some changes, you want to change your mindset, you've got a negative mindset, you want to make a change, affirmations have been proven and shown to work. What happens is that depending on if you write the affirmations, say them out loud, read them, look at them all the time, over time, it begins to challenge your subconscious thought, because it's really the script that's running in the background that usually has a tendency to be negative. Our thoughts might be very positive on the conscious level, but running in the background are all this negative stuff that doesn't support our goals and objectives that we want to achieve. So with affirmations, you're beginning to reprogram the subconscious in a positive way to get rid of those negative thoughts and to replace them with ones that are more positive. And doing it this way can really have a huge impact in your life. Affirmations are you being in constant control or conscious control of your thoughts. Affirmations actually are your conscious thoughts. And in the background, over time, the goal is to reprogram your subconscious thoughts into things that are more positive. Now, I like to do daily affirmations. And basically, those are just simple positive statements declaring specific goals that you want to complete in a positive way. And sometimes they sound pretty basic, but they can be very empowering. Now, when it comes to writing an affirmation, here are some of the things you want to definitely include. You want to choose one negative thought that you might have about yourself or about something you want to achieve, and then write down the positive opposite that counteracts that belief. So if you say, I make so many mistakes, you say instead, I am capable and experienced. Okay. You want to make your affirmations short so they're easier for you to remember. Even statements as short as 4 or 5 words can be very powerful because words are powerful. Remember that. Start your affirmations always with I or my, because you're making a statement about yourself. And it's most effective when it starts with yous. Like, for instance, I choose to be positive is better than positive thoughts are coming into my mind. Okay, because you want to make it about you. Write your affirmations in the present tense. Write as though you're experiencing what you're desiring to do right now. For example, I easily see my own worth and value is superior to saying, I will easily see my own worth and value. It's also better not to put a time frame on your affirmation, such as a certain date within 3 months or something like that, because then once again, you're putting limits on it. That thing could happen tomorrow. Okay, we don't know. The thing that you're believing in, God for, or in that divine being, or something that you feel very strongly about, you just want to declare that it's going to happen. You want to keep it open because you don't know. It could be that things will move into a trajectory where you'll be able to do it sooner than the 3 months. Don't begin your affirmations with I want or I need. You don't want to affirm that you're wanting or needing. You rather want to write your affirmations as an expression of being grateful for already having received what it is that you want. Make sure all your affirmations are positive statements. You want to add emotion to your affirmations by inserting I am blank about, or I feel blank about something. For example, you could say, I am excited about being able to express what I think. Creative affirmations can work as well. If you don't believe your statement, you'll take timid actions and be hesitant. Sure, that won't be able to help you succeed. You just feel like it's just not working for you. If you write an affirmation that is truly difficult for you to believe, write another one that starts with I am open to, or I am willing to believe. Okay. So you're still, pushing yourself a little bit outside your comfort zone, but you're compensating for the fact that even on a conscious level, you're not quite buying in yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to tell you about intentions, then I'll take some questions. Intentions is always related to the future. And I generally experience intentions on being both in the present and the future. I like the idea of walking down a path while seeing myself on the same path in front of me. Affirmations are definitely in the present tense, whereas intentions are in the future. And you can use affirmations to pull you into your intention. Intentions are all in the future. Affirmations are usually can be in the future, but they can also be present as well. And direct and influence your experiences, and powerful intentions are very clear, and they represent what you want and have feelings associated with them. Let me tell you how you write an intention. Write an intention that's meaningful to you. Okay. Authentic and powerful intentions do not try to manipulate or control others or their behaviors. It's just about you. Okay. You want to make sure that it's present tense of the end result. An intention is representative in the end result that you want to achieve. The present tense of what you want to do today or in the future to look like. It's not a to-do list. It's not that specific. It is about creating that pathway, creating that opening and that space for you to achieve the thing that you desire, that you want. It's very expansive. It's outside the box. An intention usually is achievable and believable to you. Like, for instance, I have an intention. I've set an intention of how much I want to earn this year. That's my intention. And I believe that it's reachable, it's doable. I did not set the intention to make $1 million this year. I mean, it's just not going to happen. Maybe next year, but not this year. Okay. But I am on track with the intention that I've set. Now, my affirmations that I have to support that intention gives me a positive attitude when talking about money, positive attitude when, selling my services, that kind of thing. Though it helps me to achieve that intention. So it supports, my affirmations support that intention that I've set. Intentions need to be positive. And remember, intentions are more about being versus doing. Okay. Intentions include how you want to receive manifestation in your intention. So it's more about setting the intention and kind of believing already in advance that it's going to be happening. You may not have the steps yet in terms of how it's going to happen, but you know that it is going to happen. Intentions should use empowering words and also needs to be clear and concise. So those are things about intentions. Do you have any questions?
Okay, let me see if I understand this. So affirmations are in the present. Intentions are sort of like what we hope to achieve in the future.
Yeah,
So
and yes, affirmations actually could be present or future. But if you set an intention and you want to write affirmations to support that intention, the affirmations would probably be present, which will lead you into the future of what of the intention that you've set. So affirmations could be both. Intentions, though, are always in the future.
Gotcha. So, okay, I'm writing this. Intentions are always in the future.
Linus, in terms of making the habit of doing your affirmations and intentions, do you have like a daily routine that you, excuse me, that you go through to kind of set your day up?
Yes,
do you do it every day, every evening?
I have some intentions that I've set for the year. And then I have affirmations to support that. And I have daily intentions. Like today, my daily intention, like I said, is to complete my e-course. I've got to complete that. And so my affirmations are going to be for today. I find creativity easy. I am excited about smooth working technology. I am focused and concentrate easily. Okay. No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Exactly.
Too, right. Absolutely. Underscore all of that. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. So those are the affirmations I have set for my intention. So every day I have my main yearly intentions, but every day I have an intention. And every day for me, I have a supportive scripture-based affirmation. And what helps me with that is in the mornings, I, do my prayer and meditation. I do my Bible study. And actually for the next 2 weeks, I'm trying something different. For the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be doing my own Bible study and my own prayer. And I want to see how that works because I feel like I'm beginning to up level into another dimension. And so I need to make some changes because sometimes as your life begins to change, you need to tweak some things. I have to share a tweak with you that I learned just recently that works. We're talking about setting intentions, and we're also talking about, writing them and affirmations and writing them. Words are very powerful. And something as small as using one word and replacing it with another word can really make a huge difference. Now, all of us, especially all of us in the wellness world, and those of us who deal in the wellness world from a spiritual perspective, talk about blocks. Entrepreneurs talk about blocks all the time. I feel blocked in my creativity, blocked in manifesting money, blocked in manifesting abundance, blocked in getting new clients. So then they talk about, so what I need to do is unblock it. We want to get rid of that block. Okay. Well, I'm telling you, instead of saying block and unblock, I challenge you to say, I'm going to create an open space. I'm creating an open space for such and such to happen. Okay. So if you feel like your block is money, I'm creating an open space for an avalanche of money to come into my account right now. I'm creating an open space for more clients. And how you create that open space is that you begin to turn all of your concern and worry about that item over to the higher power. I call it God. Somebody else might call it Buddha. Somebody else it might be their pet rock. I don't know. But you turn it over. You no longer worry and obsess over it. And you turn it over. And once you turn it over, that does leave more space energy wise. So by turning this over, I'm creating a space. I'm opening a space up for the manifestation of abundance to come in, or for creativity to come in, or for those new clients come in, because I've turned over that whole negativity around worrying about it, obsessing about it, or even saying that I have a block in it. I don't have a block anymore. Now, I just created that space for manifestation and abundance, an avalanche of money to come into my account. I did this about a day and a half ago. And day before yesterday, out of the blue, totally unexpected, money came into my account that wasn't supposed to be coming in until at least another 2 weeks or so. I mean, it was just bizarre. I had just met with the people and they had just told me that it won't be until like the second Wednesday of the month or whatever, or maybe a little later than that. So, okay, fine. The next day, after I had cleared that space and opened up for an avalanche of money to come in, that's when I got the money. I mean, blew me away. And some people might think, oh, that's woo-woo. It's not. Words have energy. And we are in a very we are in a world that is full of negative connotations. So when you begin to flip that script and begin to set positive intentions supported by positive affirmations, that is such a powerful shift of energy. Manifestation comes almost immediately because it's not that hard to do. It's just changing your mindset and really guarding your words and actions in terms of what you say. That unblock thing I've been using for years. But many times the things that we are believing God for or affirming and so on and so forth, we have other things that we say that don't support that. So kind of like cancel it out. So really start thinking about what you're saying and how you're saying it. And sometimes what I'll do sometimes when I'll say something and I'll say, oh, you know what? Cancel, backspace, cancel. No. Let me delete that. That's not what I meant to say. What I meant to say was such and such. And I think my biggest key learning was the block thing. That's my biggest. And now that I have created that open space for more affluence and for money to flow into my life, now other things are now beginning to clear and other openings. I've created an open space for creativity in terms of how I want to up level my daily practice. That idea just came to me last night. And I called, my prayer group and my, Bible study group. And I said, you know what, I'm going to be taking the next 21 days off because I'm working on something. And I probably will go back to that. It's just I'm going to change. I feel the need to make a change in order to create other spaces. And once you start setting intentions and affirmations, it's amazing what things begin to open up. Start looking for those messages of confirmation that you're on the right track, because you will get those messages of confirmation as things begin to change and as you begin to change your mindset. I'm telling you, change your mindset, change your life. And it's not as difficult as we make it. And it's not woo-woo. Of course, it's spiritually supported. It's a universal law, but even science supports that what we think about, what we ponder on, what we talk about truly does come to pass. Absolutely. Now, timeline. It might happen immediately. It may not happen from a year from now. Things that I am manifesting now, seeds were planted 10 years ago. Now, there's a possibility that it could have happened sooner had my self-talk and my words were different. Maybe it would have happened sooner. But this is the way I look at it. It's happening the way it's supposed to be happening. Better late than never. I mean, I think that everything that's happened prior to has set me up with a really good understanding of foundation of why I know this works, because it took me 10 years to learn it.
I tell you.
Some people might take two. I'm stubborn. Okay.
I just think so many times we look at people, we think they're overnight successes, when in fact they have been building this over a course of years. And we really need to be patient with ourselves. There are lessons on that path.
Yes. And I want to say this too. When you look back at that, when I look back at the 10 years, I am so grateful that I was provided for during that process. It wasn't that I didn't make any money. I mean, I'm still in my house, still have a car, still have a swimming pool in the backyard. My lifestyle did not change significantly to the point where I had to move into a one-bedroom studio apartment. Okay. God still provided. That's how you know you're on the right path. Is that, are you being provided for while you're in that quest of achieving that intention? And basically, intentions to me are the same thing as setting a goal or an objective, but there's more feeling behind it, and there's something spiritual behind it as well, because you're looking at how you frame that. A goal is like, I'm going to buy a house. Okay. An intention is that I am excited about purchasing a home. I'm excited about my new home. Another intention for buying a new home would be I'm creating a space to find a new home. That kind of a thing. Whereas a goal is certainly fine. Intention can be a goal, but intentions carry with it the knowledge and understanding of choosing the words and the energy that comes behind it. I think that, like in the beginning of the year, people like to set their goals and objectives, their intentions, their affirmations, and all of that. I think intentions and affirmations are things that you tweak on a daily basis. You have your guideline of whatever your goals and objectives are, or your intentions are. You got your guideline, but you're looking at them on a daily basis. So we talk about daily processes, and this is something I don't do every day, but I try to do it whenever God tells me to do it, at least 2 or 3 times a week. I journal about it. And I think it's really important when you're starting something new to journal about it, so that you can look back and see from whence you came. Hi, is that grandbaby?
Yes.
Hi, grandbaby. Oh, she's so cute. She looks like you too. She's got your eyes. How old is she?
5.
Oh, okay. I don't have a 5-year-old. I got a 4-year-old. A 4 and a 3 grandchildren. Yeah. Hello. What's your name? What's your name?
Maya.
Maya. Oh, nice to meet you, Maya. I'm Linus.
So how do you do?
Oh, wow. She's beautiful. But I think that it's important to journal because it gives you a frame of reference. It also helps you to kind of get stuff out, and not keep it inside of you. And also you can set a very clear thing, Terry. It's important to be patient. Okay. And another thing that's really important about setting intentions, and affirmations is that you have to believe that it can happen. You have to.
Yeah.
You cannot enter into doubt. You can't take it back. You got to turn it over, let it go, and you cannot take it back. Once the intention is set, that's the intention. It's going to happen. I don't know exactly the time frame. I don't know exactly how. I just know that it is. And in the meantime, while I'm waiting for this to happen, other things are happening in my life to set it up so these things will happen. So that when things happen, it seem like, oh, why did that happen? That's not going to get me to my intention. No, 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 no. Okay, this is just another opportunity that has risen that I am going to address and learn from and keep moving forward in my intention. So when, problems and challenges are nothing but opportunities and nothing but Geiger counters or GPS indicators to show you where you need to go. If something's not working, then you don't keep doing that same thing. You're like, okay, then what will work? You say, okay, then I'll go that direction. You're still moving towards the intention. So when those problems or challenges come up, I know it's hard to do this sometimes, but it really should, thank you, universe. Thank you, God, because I was just getting ready to do something. It's not working. Obviously, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. So let me go and meditate and see, or pray and see what direction I get. So all these things work together for your ultimate good, setting intentions, supporting them by affirmations, looking at your goals and objectives, and then, praying, listening for direction, meditation. All those things work together to get you to where you want to go. I don't think that when God, I don't think he left us here with no tools. He left us with many, many tools. We just need to be able to clear our minds, to be open enough to try some of these things that are outside the box that sound a little woo-woo or whatever, because they're not. They're there for a purpose. And this isn't for everyone, but I really think that if you just give it a try and have a positive mindset and a can-do attitude, it can make a major difference. It will make a major difference in your life.
Yeah, Mommy.
What would you say? Go ahead, Robin. I was going to ask her about something, but I'll ask when you finish. Go.
Actually, to just mention something to Linus that she said something very key today for me, which is this activity that we are dealing with, whether it's outside of us or internal within us, is something that's kind of a constant. You just constantly have to be aware of that negativity and to replace it with some good choices in terms of positive thoughts and positive energy. And I really like that when Linda's talked about how we need to counter all of the negativity that we're facing with every day, and to make this more of a habit, and not make a big deal about it, but just try to do it every day and not take a lot of time doing it, but practice and be more aware. And just practicing it and being open is so important. And for me, habits are difficult because I get out of the routine. So I have to set the intent of doing my habits every day. So thank you for that, Linus. Thank you for the all of the tips and the differences between. I actually have I downloaded last night from the Happy Shop 80 affirmations for entrepreneurs, and these kinds of things are very easy to find on the internet. And this is 80 different affirmations that, if you have a hard time kind of thinking affirmations and things, it's really easy to just Google it, and the internet is filled with really great stuff. And I could put some of these up on the chat if we want to, or I can put the link up. This woman who put she's her name. Well, her website is about happy someone and searching for happy times. So it's a happy website. So anyway, easy to find. It was, just Google affirmations and you'll get all kinds of great help out there.
Excellent. That's wonderful. I'll be definitely
fantastic. I was going to ask, what would you suggest that people who are getting impatient? Some people have been making statements, but also they've been canceling them out, just like you said, Linus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, impatience is just another kind of energy that doesn't support what you're doing. Many times, the things that we're wanting to achieve, the intentions that we're setting, we already know that there's certain steps to get to that point. And we know that it's probably not going to happen. When you set intention, some people might say, "Oh, okay, my intention for today is to get to work." Okay, well, that's fine. You can set that intention, but more far-reaching intention would be, my intention is to have perfect attendance all this year. Okay, so if you want to have perfect attendance all this year, it's going to take some time for that intention to actually happen. Okay, so, and also in regards to that, you say, I want to have perfect attendance for this year, or I want to have perfect attendance, whatever that means to you. If something comes up and all of a sudden you can't have the perfect attendance, well, maybe the key learning there is that maybe it doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe it has to be good. And then what does that mean? What does good attendance mean for you? That means that I don't call in when I have a headache. I don't call in because I want to binge watch Orange is the New Black or whatever, I'm going to go to work kind of thing. So we have to be kind with ourselves and learn from what's happening along the way as our intentions are coming along. But if it's important for you to keep your job to have perfect attendance, then you set that intention, okay? And things are going to come up just because it's live, negative forces, whatever you want to call it. But just remember what your intention is, and then set affirmations. I use good judgment in order to get to work. I make good decisions. I am wise. Things that you need to be. I am healthy, to make sure that you get to work. So after you set the intentions and things are getting difficult, take a look at your affirmations. Maybe you tweak those a little bit. It's a journey. And many times with intentions and affirmations, we're trying to do something different. Well, it took us a long time to get to where we are right now, doing whatever it is we want to change. Okay. So it's going to take a little while for us to, like for instance, somebody who has been morbidly obese, their intention is, I'm losing weight. Okay, great. All right. Your affirmation is, I am healthy. I use good judgment. I eat healthy foods, whatever healthy lifestyle choice affirmations you have. But let's remember that you were not necessarily born obese. This came over a period of time. So the idea is to begin to program your mind to support the idea that this is what's going to be happening. This is what you're going to be doing. But it's not necessarily to support the idea that it's going to happen within a month. It might take you a year to lose the 12 pounds, but or whatever it is you're believing in God for. But you will definitely be taking steps towards that. Every day is another step towards it. And one thing also that really helps with intentions and affirmations is gratitude.
Yes.
Remembering to be thankful for whatever it is, just gratitude. Because what happens with gratitude is, once again, what you think about, what you ponder on truly comes to pass. So if you are thinking and looking for things to be grateful for, so you can write them down at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day, the next thing you know, more and more things pop up that you're grateful for. And then it puts you more in a energy of receiving. Wow, more stuff is happening. You do more. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. And you have more things to be grateful for. Now you're receiving. And next thing you know, that intention has happened, because you are on a more positive path. Being grateful is being positive. It's changing the trajectory of the energy that might have been negative into something more positive. And this is a universal law. It's a universal law that what you think about, what you ponder on, comes to pass. You start thinking about being grateful. You start visualizing vision boards. You start visualizing about that intent. You have a vision board for the intent. You have affirmations to support that intent. That thing will happen. It's going to happen.
Wow.
So powerful.
I pray that it has been. I'm having the intent that someone will hear this and will make a change today to start doing the things they need to do to be more positive and to affirm themselves, to be more loving and kind with themselves.
Okay. Well, I learned something. I learned the difference between affirmations and intentions, and why there should be a distinction. So thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
I want to remind everybody that First Monday is coming up. For those of you who live in the Sacramento area or are visiting, we invite you to come to our monthly meetup for Biz Chicks. It's held at Season 52 Restaurant at the Arden Fair Mall. So we want to encourage you to come on out and network with some great business women and men, and bring a friend. Tomorrow we're going to be talking to our tech divas. We will be talking tech in English. I like to put it that way. So don't be scared. Come on over. You can ask your questions and we will respond in a way that you will understand, because I am the translator since I am not the techie person. But someone will be here to help help you understand what they're talking about if they're talking over our heads, which I doubt seriously. Uh, but with that, I just want to thank you. Thank you so much, Robin. Is there something that you want to share before we go, ladies? Like where to find Linus and where to find you?
Looking at my other screen. Yeah, real quickly, please, a couple of things. Visit me on my website, wellnesswoman40.com, and come to the group. If you don't already belong to my group, it's Wellness Woman 40 and Beyond group in Facebook. Wellness Woman 40 and Beyond group in Facebook. And also, please follow me on Instagram. I'm working on building my Instagram following. I do IGTVs about every day, and that's at Wellness Woman 40. So,
Okay.
check me out.
Oh, it's great to hear someone's over there on IGTV.
Yeah. I do want to say one more thing. Definitely check out Wellness Woman 40 and .com and click on the Costa Rica banner so you can find out about the retreat we're doing on March of 2020 to Costa Rica. We had 10 slots. I have 6 now. So I am looking for women who are ready to increase their self-care and their self-love by having a brand new experience and really going through a whole self-discovery process in Costa Rica for 7 days and 6 nights, March of 2020. So go to wellnesswoman40.com, click on the Costa Rica banner, and find out more information and make an appointment with me so we can talk about it.
Thank you, Linus.
Thank you.
Robert.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Linus. Next week, we have Brenna Garcia, who's going to be joining us and talking about getting toxins out of your environment. I think she's an entrepreneur that does lots and lots of things. So anyway, I just wanted to thank Linus once again. We always enjoy having you. We'll see you later on, hopefully in the month of, I think, you're coming back at the 29th of August. Yeah, so thank you so much for that.
See you then.
And we look forward to hearing more about the tour too. Isn't the tour going to be coming up pretty soon?
Yes, the self-love explosion tour starts up again in September, and I'm really excited. I think we're going to Birmingham again because we really did great there, and they want us to come back. So that'll be our next.
Oh, great!
Yes,
awesome.
Yes, very excited about that. And the Living Well Women podcast is going to start back up again also in September. So lots of great things happening.
Looking forward to that.
Thank you so much, Linus, and Francine in the background, and of course, always Terry. You guys are the best.
Okay. Well, we love you, and we just want to remind everybody, don't forget to go to the front of your own line. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.